Hey, my YouTube people. I'm coming at you, Miss Monroe, coming at you with another YouTube topic. Um, this one's not really like a topic. It's more like, I don't know. So, I'm going to, from my point of view, I want to list 5 important and most ignored things in a relationship slash marriage. And this one is kind of more toward serious relationships, long-term relationships, and marriage. Like not no middle school relationships, obviously, because they don't last very long. Okay. So, um, the number 5. Actually, I'm not gonna go in order because I don't want to put. For me, I would think the most important, or the most important, the most characteristic in a relationship or a marriage that is just not practiced more than others is communication. I think a lot of people are either scared to, you know, say certain things in a relationship, or they're just they don't feel like every problem that they have within themselves should be voiced to their partner, which I feel that is not the case, because I feel regardless and no matter what you're going through, they're your partner for a reason. They're your boyfriend, girlfriend, for a specific reason, to not be there only as a boyfriend but a friend, and that's gonna go into later. That's another one. But yes, I feel that you have to absolutely positively communicate, regardless if you guys are the type that you guys don't talk a lot, because if you do not communicate, nothing will be said. And like they say, closed mouths don't get fed. That's a perfect and prime example of a relationship when two people are very ducking and dodging a lot of problems. And I feel like I've learned, and I came to the conclusion that I need to put my point out there, regardless, I have to be the bigger person and be like, he's my boyfriend, and I have to say what I have to say, and hopefully he can help me out. If not, then sometimes that's the way the cookie crumbles. So, but yeah, that's my number one, that I feel that a lot of communication, or a lot of relationships fail because people don't communicate constantly. They rather check in. Number 2, I would say, is honesty. People just, it's weird because a lot of people don't want the truth. As weird as that sounds, people want a decent lie. And what I mean by that is they want to hear not what they want to hear, but it's what they rather hear. They rather hear something that sounds true, but it's not true. You know what I'm saying? Like, for example, my boyfriend was supposed to call me. This is just an example. Say your boyfriend was supposed to call you right after he got out of his friend's house, whatever like that, and he didn't call you, and you're wondering why, and he tells you that, oh, his phone died, but you somehow find out that he talked to somebody later on that night, or some way you found out that his phone was on. So stuff like that. Oh, I'm not finished. And then, well, yeah, see, there it goes. I didn't even pinpoint that. See, I'm totally brain dead right now. But you rather hear him say, like, oh, my phone was dead. It's like, no, tell me the truth. Like, I don't want you to sit here and tell me what I want to hear. You know what I'm saying? Like, be honest, bro. Be honest. So a lot of people want. It's very vital to have an honest boyfriend or girlfriend, because I'm a victim of this, and I feel that I have to completely shield and guard my heart regardless of what they say to me. The whole "I won't hurt you" and yada yada yada. Like we've all heard that before. Male, female, gay, straight, whatever. So with that being said, it's so cliche to us that we really don't even fall for it anymore. It's like rather I want to sit here and see that you can prove it physically and not verbally, because I can say that shit all day and go behind your back and have sex with somebody else or cheat on you. But talk is cheap. Like you can't nowadays. You just can't trust somebody off their word. You have to actually see it to believe it. So that's definitely number 2 for me, is somebody who's very honest. Number 3, I would say, is friendship. A lot of, and this is towards long-term in marriage. You have to build a friendship. You cannot just be a boyfriend. And I'm serious. Like, hold on, I'll be back. I'm back. Okay, you cannot just have a boyfriend, because that, when times get rough, I'm sorry for the mumble jumble. When times get rough, that person wants to be able to be comfortable coming to you for comfort, coming to you to accompany them, and etc. I know you have best friends and stuff like that, but what's better than having a boyfriend and a best friend in one? You know what I'm saying? And that's what I strive for in a relationship. I don't strive just to have a boyfriend, just to have a boyfriend. I want a partner, a long-time partner. I want somebody who completely knows me in and out. I thought I had it, but I was wrong. But that's okay, because God has a plan for me, and He knows that I'm not ready to, or nobody's really ready to completely, take me full force on. But that's another story. So I think definitely couples should just work on friendships before they enter a relationship, because you need a strong foundation. It's like a house supported on one post, and it's just it'll eventually break, and you have nothing to fall back on, because your guys' foundation wasn't strong to begin with. But that's number 3. Number 4, I would say trust. A lot of couples do not trust one another, because and I had that's my biggest concern, and that's my biggest thing that I have a problem with, is trusting guys, because we all know guys are very double standard. Guys are very not trustworthy, because they like to have their cake and eat it too. And that's a big problem, because my thoughts on it is, instead of sitting there trying to, how do I put this? I'm so lost for words and so pissed. Instead of trying to prove society right, you should trying to prove it wrong. Means by not cheating on your girlfriend, boyfriend, not lying to them constantly, you know what I'm saying? Stuff like that. And when guys do stupid shit like that, it makes you not want to trust them. And and they ask you like, "Oh, why don't you trust me?" Nigga, are you deaf? Are you dumb? Please explain to me, because when you do stuff that makes me not want to trust you, yeah, I'm not going to trust you. Obviously, it doesn't take a brain surgeon to realize that once you do something to break somebody's trust, you have to suffer the consequences, and you have to either repair it yourself, or you have to wait till that person heals in time to start trust towards you again. But I have a problem with just not trusting people off the bat. Like, I don't even have to get to know them. If they seem like, just the way that their swag is and their whole persona, if they look like they just cannot be trusted, and that gut feeling is telling me that I won't trust that person, then I won't automatically trust that person. But I mean, they have to definitely get my trust because you have to earn it, honestly. Okay. And the last, but not least, is monogamy. And for the people who don't know what monogamy means, it means being with one person, not cheating, being faithful. There we go. That should be number one, but nobody knows how to be faithful. Temptation is just way too high out there. Temptation is way too, it's just everywhere, and it's just hard for people, not just guys, girls too, it's hard for people to resist temptation and try to duck and dodge it because you're constantly looking for the better. And that's what fucks me over is if you're with somebody and you're waiting for somebody better to come next and you drop that person, that's really just not even human. Like, who does that? Like, that's really fucking foul. If you don't want to be in a relationship, don't be in one. Nobody's nobody's cuffing a chain to your ankle saying that you have to be in a relationship. You choose it. It's your choice. You're not pressured. You know what I'm saying? So if you don't think that you can be with somebody and be with that person for good, then don't get into a relationship. Point blank period. That's how I look at it. I've never cheated on a guy. Obviously if I've had temptation out there come at me, but I know how to duck and dodge it. I know how to tell people I have a boyfriend. I'm not scared to say it, and me and God can vouch for you because I will tell you straight up, if I have a boyfriend, I have a boyfriend. I'm not scared to say it. A lot of these hoes are scared and think that just because you're cute that you can, lie to their face and tell them, oh, you're single. But bitch, you're not single. So, that's just my little quick review on the 5 things that people don't practice in relationships and avoid in relationships. So, hope you like it. I'll see you guys on the flip side.